Hello everyone, it's Alexis, and welcome to musical theatre films starring actors with no musical theatre or singing experience. Seriously, there are so many films like this, and there are issues with it that I have that go beyond it not being too pleasant on the ears, believe it or not. In the old days, they tended to cast famous actors in musical theatre films like they do today, but then they would hire a professional singer to dub over their vocals. Examples of this include most of the cast of the 1960s West Side Story film and Audrey Hepburn in My Fair Lady. More recently they have started including the original singing of the actors, resulting in some less than thrilling performances in musical theatre films. Instances such as these include Pierce Brosnan in Mamma Mia, Emma Watson in Beauty and the Beast, Gerard Butler in Phantom of the Opera. Seriously, you had Ramin Karimloo in your cast already, and you gave him the non-singing, non-speaking role of Christine's dead father, who is only in it for like 3 seconds. Like, Ramin had always wanted to play the Phantom, and you cast Gerard Butler! Sorry for that slightly ranty diversion. And most famously, practically the whole cast of the 2012 Les Mis film, especially Russell Crowe. I've included in the description below an article from The Vulture which says that to solve this issue, we should just bring back the voice dubbing that was done in the 1960s. But while I think that would solve some of the issues, I think there are underlying problems that run a bit deeper than that, which need to be discussed. The reasons behind casting a film star, regardless of whether or not they have singing or musical theatre experience in musical theatre roles, is that casting an A-list star will make people more likely to want to see the film, and so the film companies can rake in the dough. But not only is this not really an excuse to cast actors that can't sing, since there are actually famous A-list film stars who can sing, such as Michelle Pfeiffer. Her performance in Hairspray was great, but it also stands in the way of aspiring singers and actors who want to make it but they can't because they don't have enough recognition. For example, they could have actually held auditions to find Belle in the 2017 Beauty and the Beast, and they could have cast some girl who'd just graduated from stage school and who was trying to start her career in musical theatre and film, rather than just casting Emma Watson because she's popular and will make loads of people who liked Harry Potter and other films she's been in go and see the movie. In fact, they pretty much did this with Moana. Auli Cravalho was discovered via YouTube and she's gone on to make her screen debut in Rise. She is a fantastic singer and a great actress too. She brings fantastic personality to the character of Moana. The most notorious case of what I'm talking about seems to be the 2012 Les Mis film. Film stars Hugh Jackman as Jean Valjean, Anne Hathaway as Fantine. I personally wasn't too much of a fan of her performance. Like, everyone I meet seems to go on about how amazing she was, but I just wasn't buying it personally. Amanda Seyfried as Cosette, and most notoriously, Russell Crowe as Javert. Russell Crowe gave a less than impressive performance. He tried to claim that it was meant to be raw and real, but that would imply some emotion in his performance. I just wasn't buying his motivations at all, or like, he wasn't intimidating or anything like Javert is meant to be. Compare that to the badassery that is Norm Lewis in the 25th anniversary. He is scary with his aggressive singing and strong presence, but he also commands respect. In my opinion, Russell Crowe does neither. Another famous example of this is Emma Watson in the 2017 remake of Beauty and the Beast. People criticised her quite a lot for her singing being very auto-tuned, and people weren't too much of a fan of her acting or her portrayal of Belle. With both of these roles, they could have cast aspiring actors and singers, Or they could have cast a musical theatre actor who was trying to break into the film industry. Interestingly, these films are actually starting to get more criticism in recent years for this quantity over quality approach. I've included a link in the description to an article called Why I Walked Out of Les Mis, which talks a lot about this and makes some great points which I didn't make. Obviously I made some of them, but it just makes a few other points and has a nice quote from Marnie Nixon as well, who was the voice actress, or sorry, not the voice actress, the singer who voiced Natalie Wood in West Side Story and Audrey Hepburn in My Fair Lady. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of this issue in the comment section below, and see you next week. Bye!